Hail to the fellowship. We thank you guys for tuning in. I am your nerdy normal reviewer, the Elvin Barber, and joining me, as always, is the Lord Loyalist himself, TC, the Token Cripple.
Hello.
And we're those guys. TC, I know we just recently did a video about Disney and their downfall, their collapse, just what's going on with their projects, them bleeding subscribers. The Galactic Star Cruiser is closing. Bob Iger canceled this $1 billion project in Orlando for this office complex. I mean, it feels like they just have no money to spare. But I saw this tweet, and I'll put it up here. It's about their show. I know you were super excited about this show too, Echo. You're familiar with Echo, right?
Echo earnestly annoys me. The concept annoys me. Mostly the fact that she gave Hawkeye shit for using a hearing aid. She does
Correct.
realize,
Yes.
she genuinely was like, you're making yourself weak by using that adaptive technology or some shit. Um, she has a prosthetic leg.
Yes. She
So,
that's right. That is correct. She gave him shit for using his hearing aid and said he was weak for using it. And I'm like, bitch, what? Like what? You have a prosthetic leg. Like what are you talking? Yeah, it's
yeah, take that off and try and fight. Try and fight on
exact
one leg. Try and do it.
exactly.
Like,
I dare you. You know what though? Because this is Disney's Marvel, she could take that prosthetic off and still kick the shit out of Hawkeye. I just think she would girl boss up, and they would just have her, just kick the shit out of him. So
remember Into the Badlands when they had the
I
guy
do.
who when they had the guy who trained Sonny? He was in a wheelchair and he was kicking the hell out of MK, and I'm like, fuck off! Like, I'm all for empowerment and shit, but when you can literally only use one limited time, you're gonna lose that fight.
I remember that. I remember thinking to myself, "What in the fuck?" Oh my gosh, I
I mean,
forgot about it.
I like again, I'm in a wheelchair, and I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, I get it's kung fu magic bullshit, but still, there's some limits.
Oh, for you guys who haven't seen Into the Badlands, um, what, where is it? I'm gonna see if I can pull up the uh the scene where he at least fights a guy. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pull it up here. We'll get back to this tweet. I just have to pull it something, guys.
I'm sorry for bringing it up,
No,
but I had to. It was just
no,
ridiculous.
there's a point to make here, so we have to put it on screen. Here it is.
I'm all for empowerment, but fucking really?
I fucking can't. Like I can't. Oh man. Oh gosh. Whew. Yeah. This is unreal stuff.
And he's also fighting a guy with magical bullshit powers.
Yeah. There's no way this guy should be. There's no way he should have owned him like that. He should have fell out the chair at least one or two, three, four times during this whole sequence. Oh man. Again, I asked my friend, do you feel seen? Do you?
It's bad, but I honestly feel a little insulted. Uh,
No, you should. You
cause,
should.
cause I mean, there hits a point where it's like, do you really expect me to buy that shit?
Yeah. Yeah. And at what point does someone see that and go, wow, I'm in a wheelchair. Am I just being a lazy piece of shit? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
just That's like pandering to the nth degree. I
Yeah,
just can't get over her character. See, I wouldn't have a problem with her character if she didn't give Hawkeye shit for using a hearing aid. That's the core of my issue with this character.
correct.
Especially
Correct.
with the fucking prosthetic leg. Take that prosthetic leg off and try and fight. Let's see who wins.
Exactly. Exactly. So here's the thing. This character, no one gives a shit about this character. Like no one cares. And truth of the matter, the so you heard about did you hear about the writer's strike that's going on right now in Hollywood?
I did, and it's tragic. Really, I'm
I know,
crushed.
right?
Can't you hear it in my voice?
We're all crushed about it. The great things that's happening because of this strike. Obviously, when it comes to people having jobs, I'm not commending that. I mean, people have families to feed. I understand that.
No, I
But
don't want anybody to lose their job and lose their livelihood. But still, it's like,
still, yeah. So a couple of positives about this is there are a lot of projects that were in the works that are on halt right now. They're they're being delayed. They're not being uh, filmed, and one of them is Daredevil, which I'm super happy about. They had to put a stop to production. Super thrilled about it. The longer you delay this fucking train wreck, the better. But the reason I bring up Daredevil is because Daredevil was supposed to be released later this year, and um, Echo was supposed to be making some appearances in this show. So essentially, the Daredevil show was going to are supposed to propel or kind of bring up Echo in a sense to make people more interested or even more eager to not well I won't say eager but I guess more knowledge, more background about Echo, and
it was supposed to make people give a shit about Echo because no one does.
exactly. But the fact that it looks like Daredevil will not be coming out this year, Echo has to stand. Wow.
I see what you did there. I got it.
Has to stand on her own 2 feet, so to speak. Oh
Well
man.
played, Barber. Well done, my friend.
You know what? That
Well
was a
done.
that was a happy accident. I'm kind of glad I said that. In any event, so Disney, so you know how a lot of streaming companies they're doing like the 1 week opposed to the binge model. They release episodes weekly. I think even Disney was doing this with their shows, right? They were releasing shows weekly, trying to keep them relevant, kind of keep people
Yeah,
talking about them.
I think at most they would release 2 episodes, and that was right at the beginning. Like they would
Correct.
release 2 episodes to get people hooked, and then 1 week at a time from then on.
Exactly. Which I totally understand. I get that motto as far as relevancy is concerned. But I bring up this particular tweet because it says um, official episodes of Echo will release all episodes. I'm sorry, all episodes of Echo will be released on November 29th. So they're not, so they know that this show is going to be shit. They know nobody's going to care. So they're dropping all these episodes at
Yeah,
once.
that means they know the quality of the product they're delving into because they have absolutely zero faith in it to do any work on its own.
Correct. Correct. And the one show that could possibly give it some validity is delayed. So this shit, it's DOA once again.
I don't think I don't think Daredevil would have made that much of a difference, quite frankly.
You know what?
Um,
I don't think it would have either.
I I think honestly, no one gives a shit about Echo. I don't. I'm disabled. I don't give a shit. I find her probably the most annoying character thus far in the Marvel cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but they're trying to pander, and I'll tell you, as somebody with a disability, they lost me with this one. I mean, I was already not going to watch it, but I like ethically have an issue with it at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Um I know one theory that's out now is what Disney's trying to do is cheat the Nielsen ratings, which I believe is like minutes watched. It goes by minutes watched. And I think what they're trying to do is drop them all so they can get the minutes watched and have and then they can be like, oh, our show was, watched this long, and it's still they're trying to like do the Netflix method.
They're trying to fluff the numbers, is what they're trying to do. It's not going to
Correct.
work.
No, it's not. It's not going to work at all. But yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to do. So
Uh,
yeah,
Honestly, what they should do, instead of doing one episode a week, do like half a season over 2 months. Because that's the reality is these shows are only lasting 2 months.
yeah,
So just do half the season in 1 month, half the season in the next. You'll get the same subscriber base from it.
correct, correct. You know what show they're not doing this model for? That's Loki. They're not doing that with Loki, and I think that actually drops 2 months before. No, no, I think it's October. Actually, I think it's the beginning of October is when Loki airs, and I think as that's ending, Echo will, drop all their episodes for Echo. But yeah, I believe, and I'm even a little unsure about Loki right now because I'm pretty sure Jonathan Majors is like in that entire series, and I don't know how that's going to work with what's going on right now with him. So
Yeah, the bad press definitely isn't helping their case.
it is
I,
not.
I mean, the show was already shit with or without majors. Honestly, the
Yeah,
entire they've already broken the universe a couple times in the last couple years. Loki being the most egregious example. But I mean, this bad press isn't helping. The MCU is fucked.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It is. I honestly don't see how this. Uh, I honestly don't see how the MCU can be redeemed at this point. I mean, they might do a Hail Mary and which I believe what they are doing is for Secret Wars or Secret Invasions. They're trying to bring back, all the older characters. But the problem is, you bring them all back for one, maybe two films, depending on uh, the storyline. They can pull one or two films, but then after that, it's like they're done. And what you got after that? Like nothing. The normies, I believe the normies have checked out, and the only people that are in it now are just the Marvel stands and YouTubers like us.
Yep. And
So
I don't think we've given a good review to any Marvel product so far.
we have not. We have not. Yeah. So yeah, man. That's uh that's what's going on in Disney's neck of the woods. Do you have any last remarks, sir?
Some men just want to see the world burn.
This is true. This is true. Well, we thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, we do ask that you smash that like button, subscribe to us, share this video out there, uh, leave a comment, hit that bell for notifications. And you guys have a good one. You guys take care.
Bye, everybody.